Hi everyone, Kimberley here. Welcome to our next Have Your Say episode. So with the Have You Say episodes, these are topics that were voted on and actually included by our members in our spiritual community over in Facebook. So if you want to participate and have your say in future episodes, in which we do this weekly, then look in this video description and you can find the link there. Okay, so for this week, we're going to talk about understanding visions and signs. Okay, so visions and signs. I want to really highlight here that when you see visions and signs, it's always going to relate to your belief systems. Okay, now, I want you to also cultivate your own inner knowing, your own inner voice. So if there is a sign and a message there for you to see, it's always going to come to you in a way that you will understand them. Otherwise, they'll come to you in another way, right? So I want you to really look at your belief systems around signs and visions, because that's the way it's going to present to you. Okay? All right. So visions and signs. Okay. There are many different types of visions and signs. It might be you hearing a certain lyrics in songs that has a theme to it. It could be, a certain theme that you're seeing in your TV programming, and, could be seeing certain, wild animals come into your presence that might seem unusual to you or that really gets your attention. So, could be repeating numbers. There's many different signs out there. So if you do see signs and it gets your attention and you're like, hang on there's something about this, I want you to record it. I want you to journal about it. I want you to journal about how it makes you feel. Okay, so if you're someone who also believes in collective archetypes, collective symbolism, then if a particular thing comes into your presence, like a specific animal, all right, then obviously this relates to your belief system. So, I encourage you to go and research, what does that mean in your reality? But understand that even if that happens and you research that, if any kind of vision, any kind of symbolism, any kind of sign, it's about what you hold meaning to it. So again, look at your belief systems. What does it mean to you personally? Okay, so because what it might mean to one person might mean something differently to you. So again, reflect on how it makes you feel. Reflect on the meaning on it, okay? So that's one way of understanding signs. Just really process that and go within, listen, resonate, ask yourself, what does this mean to you? What is it trying to tell you? What action steps is it trying to show you? Okay. And this is also with visions, okay? Your intuitive abilities. Look, understand that all of us are intuitive. All of us has a particular level of intuitive psychic abilities, right? Some of them are just, some of us are just used to practicing, with these abilities, and we've cultivated and strengthened these abilities, but we all have them. Whenever you have a gut feeling or an inspired thought, guess what? That is your intuition. When you have inspired thought to do a certain action, to have a certain idea, guess what? You are channeling. So understand we're all psychics, right? Whether you want to believe in that or not, we are very highly advanced beings here, okay? So one thing with visions is that, we can tend to, especially those of us who have a heightened level of intuitive psychic abilities, we might see a vision and we think, okay, that is what we're going to manifest, or that's something that's going to happen in our future. But understand, especially with future kind of looking visions, is that the future hasn't been written. In saying that, there are many future realities already existing in our multiverse. Okay? So if you're one of those people who receive a vision, let's just say, and you want to have help understanding it, understand that it is just guidance for you to head in a certain direction. You might have certain details and it might appear to you that this is going to happen. And this is exactly how it's supposed to happen, and for you to do this exact step. But understand it's just for you to head in that direction, because our path changes, right? According to our vibration. We are always shifting. Future outcomes are always shifting, right? So it's just to head in a specific direction, and it's for us to actually let go of attachments to manifesting those specific outcomes, okay? So in terms of understanding, that's what it is. Trust, it is just guidance for you to head in that direction. How does it feel to you? What feels good to you, right? Process it. Understanding also there might be some fear involved, because a lot of the time this guidance is asking us to step into the unknown, right? Allowing us to step out of our comfort zone. So of course this might trigger some fear in you, but it's a good fear, right? So just take note of that. Record it, write it down as well. Visions can be very fleeting. It can be just a flash, right? It could be flash, you know, and also the individualize these visions, right? So what does it mean to you? What are you seeing here? Again, journal it, write it down, reflect on how it makes you feel. What is it trying to tell you? What action steps is it trying to tell you? Also note that visions are also there for you to assist you to have clarity on a certain issue. Okay? So understand we are multidimensional. We exist in the multiverse. Time is actually nonlinear. So understand we are trying to assist ourselves with many different perspectives, many different dimensions, right? So I'll want to reflect with you experiences that I've had. So sometimes what happens is when I need help in clarifying an issue or wanting some light on a certain subject, there's two of my friends that live overseas, and I often have a vision of me having conversation with them, processing, talking to them about a certain issue, right? So it's like a future self is trying to communicate to me. So this experience, for instance, is what you might like to think of as time travel, right? So there's a future dimension where I'm already having this conversation with these two people, right? And often these can be also parallel realities that we're tapping into, different dimensions. And at the end of the day, doesn't matter what you label it, it's just a higher version of us, spirit, trying to assist us in the moment. Okay. So also to really understand and process this information that's coming to us, we really need to be in the present moment. Okay. Because what happens if we're not in the present moment, we're not going to tune into these messages, right? So again, present moment, and we're human. We have many distractions in our reality, right? Thinking about what we're going to do after this, thinking about what we're going to have for dinner, thinking about tomorrow. We might also be thinking about the past, dwelling on events that's happened previously in the day or another year, okay? So all these distractions, we are in those moments aligning to different dimensions of ourselves, right? For you to really tap into this infinite intelligence that comes in signs and visions is to be in the present moment. Okay, now I also want you to really cultivate the knowing. What resonates to you? Oftentimes when we see a sign and we kind of have this inner knowing, this feeling, oh, we think it means this, or it's validating something to us, and we kind of go, oh, no, that's silly or doesn't make sense. I want you to really trust in this. If something resonates, if there's a meaning that resonates to you, no matter how far out there it is, trust it. Trust it. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody, okay? Infinite intelligence is everywhere, in all aspects of our reality. Every aspect of our reality is trying to guide us, right? So pay attention. Or not pay attention, that's up to you. But understand you are never alone. All the assistance is out there. So just practice cultivating it. We have so many thoughts during the day, but did you know that when we have an inspired thought, that's infinite intelligence trying to communicate to us? If you cultivate that thought, write it down, explore that. This will heighten, this ability will heighten to a point where it might include vision. So understand that it starts from you listening to your thoughts, your inspired thoughts, your intuition. All of that is infinite intelligence. As you pay attention to that, start recording it, and then also take action when those, when that inner knowing, when those thoughts, when those inspirational moments come to you and it guides you to do a certain action step. When you do those action steps, it's like you were declaring to the universe that I'm here, guys, I'm listening. Give me more signs. I'm open. So it's the more you cultivate it, the more you practice it, the more the universe will give you signs and visions. Okay. And then they will increase. They will intensify. Yes, you might get more quantity of it. And, these communications, the messages they may change as well to include more aspects, more dynamics. So perhaps maybe you just receive inspired thoughts. So then over time, if you take action on those thoughts and process them and take action on them, more of your abilities will open to include different things like visions, like different dynamics. We are all psychic. All of you are. Whether you want to believe it or not, whether you believe you are capable of it or not, or advanced or not, you are advanced. Believe in yourself. Trust your gut. Trust your intuition. But understanding all these visions and signs is up to you. How you place meaning on it. Look at your belief systems. Okay? Yes, looking at the unified meaning, the collective symbolism for certain things can help you narrow it down, so to speak, but then it is up to you to go into further reflection on it. Okay? All right. So let me know how you go with that. And please share any tips you might have, because I know the community would love to hear about it. Okay, so go play with your multidimensional selves. Invite yourself to receive signs and visions. Make your intention. If you're someone who wants to receive more signs and visions, but you're not receiving it, well, you probably are. You're just not paying attention. But you can make your intention. But pay attention. So make your intention when you do your morning meditations or mindfulness. Just ask Spirit, ask your higher self, ask your inner you, ask the universe, whatever you want to label it. Make your intention that, ask for clarity on something and ask to receive visions or signs that will assist you in, having clarity on a specific topic or an issue. All right. But understand that when it comes to, it can be very fleeting. And usually it comes times when you least expect. Like for me, they often come when I'm brushing my teeth or something like that, because I'm just, in a state of mindfulness, right? But yes, the more you do your meditation, your mindfulness practices, they'll also come in those ways too often enough, because you're not distracted, right? Okay, so have fun and play, and we'll see you soon. Have a wonderful week. Love and light. Farewell.